The BBC is a part of large anti-India lobby in the UK. The BBC appears to have come out with this documentary because India is doing extremely well in several areas where many countries have failed to perform creditably. India is the fastest growing major economy in the world today. India has taken a very principled stand on the Russia-Ukraine war, which is not found acceptable by several elements in the West, including the BBC. So, through this documentary, the BBC is trying to malign the image of India and its leadership in the world. The documentary is silent on many facts due to the malicious intent to defame India and to disparage Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It does not even mention the Supreme Court's judgment which gave a clean sheet to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. During the war with Pakistan in 1965, BBC was banned in India for its biased reporting. BBC was again banned in India in 1970 by Indira Gandhi government. BBC also allegedly supported its platform to hardcore Khalistani terrorists at a time when Indira Gandhi was assassinated. During 2008 Mumbai terror attack by Pakistan-based terrorists, BBC called them gunmen and not terrorists. BBC also did biased reporting and favored anti-India elements during the 2020 Delhi riots, farm protests and CAA protests. The BBC and the deep state is reflective of the Western mindset which refuses to accept that the country once ruled by them can surpass them and one of the Indian origin person can rule them. When they have nothing to carp about, they resort to hypocrisy, forgetting their own crimes against humanity, conveniently forgetting their criminal colonial past, and dig out baseless and illegal theories to stoke communal discord in keeping with their time-tested tricks, divide and rule.
Look, media is severely biased against India and against Hinduism. In BBC especially, I really keep firing at the BBC. I want them to sue me because the BBC has been the biggest culprit in giving a very most negative image regarding what India and Hinduism is all about, forever and ever. Long time ago, they asked me to help them do a document on Sister Nivedita, a set of the first girls' school in India. I said, wonderful, I'll help you. And they know how the documentary came out? Sisters of Kali, terrorist. I said, how did this come about? And I wrote to the BBC. I in fact wrote to the House of Lords saying the BBC charter should be taken off. These people are thoroughly biased. And then I got a nice response from House of Lords. Mr. Lakhani, we have taken note of your concerns. We have noted it down. So the BBC bias continues. And the media bias has done tremendous harm to India and Hinduism. It's necessary to give it back. The only way we can perhaps avoid this media bias, especially if kind of focused on BBC, is using social media. We can bypass the mainstream media like the BBC.